Hey guys, welcome back to SourceFed. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
And I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Let's get our nerd porn on, shall we, Trisha?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So the biggest nerd news today is, of course, the release of the latest Call of Duty title, Black Ops 2. But we'll get to that in just a second. First things first, The Hobbit.
Hobbit!
We're like 3 weeks plus away from the release date, and I'm f***ing stoked, man.
We're all totally stoked, Steve.
I'm more stoked.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I'm more stoked than you, Trisha.
I know you're very stoked.
My nipples have seen The Hobbit already.
Those are some lucky nipples.
I wish they had, I'm lying.
So yesterday, RollingStone.com dropped the full end title track from the Hobbit soundtrack, which is a folky, epic, lyrical journey sung by Neil Finn, singer-songwriter, who's a founding member of the New Zealand band Crowded House.
You know what I have to say about that, Trisha?
What?
Oh, hey now, don't dream it's over. I don't know the rest of the words.
So that's all right, the story.
But that's the guy who did that song.
Cool.
The song was developed from the dark and mysterious tune the dwarves sing early in the movie, and you've seen it in the trailer too. Let's see a clip of that, editors.
Far over the misty mountains cold.
The track is all kinds of awesome, and since we can't play the whole song for you, here's a short snippet.
Far over.
Wow. You really get a feel for how epic that track is.
You sure do.
Also, Empire has the full soundtrack available in a streaming widget, so you can listen to the whole epic score now before you see the film on December 13th.
Ooh, don't do that. You're gonna spoil the music. Don't you want to experience the whole movie with the music inside of it, guys? Come on.
I want to experience it all at midnight on December 13th, which is actually December 14th.
Trisha Hirschberger, you're speaking my language. Next up, an MIT grad student and his professor are using their math skills to predict complex real-world results, and to show an example of this, they used Twitter.
Student Stanislav Nikolov, headed by his professor, Devavrat Shah, a professor in the Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences Department, created a statistical algorithm that can predict the likelihood of events over a period of time, explained in a 68-page thesis paper.
I have never read so many pages in my life. And I think writing a 68-page thesis paper is already a huge accomplishment, man. Good job. They decided to use trending topics on Twitter because it's totally random. The results? Using real tweets, they were able to correctly predict trending topics with 95% accuracy, and 79% of the time they predicted trending topics before Twitter did. Oh my God, it's like pre-crime, except it's pre-Twitter trending topics, and that's not cool.
Now, getting back to Black Ops 2. Before Meg gives us her first impressions of campaign mode, I have to mention the big boo-boo made by Activision with this release. Some gamers who buy the PC version of Black Ops are getting quite a surprise when they try to install Disc 2.
Even though the disc is labeled Black Ops Disc 2, the game prompts the user to install Mass Effect 2, which isn't even an Activision game. It's an EA game. I guess they use the same company to manufacture the discs or something. What's going on here? It's bananas.
But in the meantime, if you're one of the few buyers affected, use your CD key to download the game from Steam if you can. And now we're gonna hand it over to Meg.
Trisha, we should just leave.
Yeah.
Because we'll let Meg do her Call of
Yeah,
Duty
this is her show now.
thing. This is Meg. We'll have Meg do it.
See you later.
Oh, where'd everyone go? So I played Black Ops 2 today. It was a ton of fun, but before I get to that, I'm just covering the single player campaign. So if you want to know about multiplayer, Phil is doing his own video, which you can check out by clicking this annotation, or we'll leave a link in the description. We're also going to be doing gameplay footage, which we'll update you on a little bit later. So the single player campaign is a lot of fun. The game opens with a dude burning to death, so I mean, it's not really spoilers, it's the first 2 seconds of the game. It kind of sets the tone for the whole experience. You know, it's very gritty, very real world shooter, as you've come to expect from the Call of Duty series. Some of the gameplay mechanics that they branch out to are really fun. For instance, the squirrel suit that you use to go kind of drifting through mountains is actually a lot of fun. You jump out of a helicopter. Of course, you run a gun with a plethora of weapons. One of the cool things that they're doing this time around is actually the decisions you make in the game affect your game's storyline. Now, we're not going to tell you how because we don't go into spoiler territory for first impressions video, but be careful of the choices you make. So bottom line, if you're a fan of the series, Black Ops 2 is great. The controls are fluid. It's actually a lot of fun, and although it's horribly violent, that's kind of what you want. If you're not a fan of set-piece shooters, you're probably going to want to skip this one. So are you going to pick up Black Ops 2? Let us know in the comments down below. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, or click this annotation and go to SourceFed.com to see everything we've ever done. I'm Meg Turney, and I'm ready to get back to shooting bitches. Yeah, pa 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 pa. Take that, editor dude.